So in a video I did a few days ago, I made some udon. And I said I wasn't going to show the recipe because I kind of did it. I'm still not even showing the recipe, but someone commented, Peaches. So you said, show us the udon. Here is the udon. Here's the stir fry I did. What's different about this one is I didn't do it in like a sizzling plate kind of way. Did everything stir fried in one pot or one pan, I guess. I wish I had a wok, but I don't. Yeah, so I did this recipe a little bit different in that I didn't do it in a sizzling plate kind of style. And you can hear my dog drinking his water very loudly. Anyways, the recipe is actually super simple. You start off with boiling some udon noodles. And once you have those boiled, you start working on everything else. I start off by putting the mushrooms in after they were washed, straight in, no oil or anything, and just kind of letting those mushrooms cook high heat until the water evaporates. Then once that's done, I'll throw in some minced garlic. I'll start throwing in the veggies. And in this case, with these veggies, I had this stir fry mix I got at Target, which had carrots, broccoli, I think some green like snap peas. I had a lot of spinach left over from a previous dish I made for Anna, so I threw all that spinach in here as well. And yeah, I just let that stir fry. I use a lot of butter in this, by the way. Like, I wouldn't call this healthy with how I do it because of the things I add to it outside of the vegetables, the carbs, and the protein. Because there's so much butter in this. And then with that too, I kind of have recipes in my head. I have baselines that I've looked up years ago, and then I've adapted into my own like way of cooking. So there's always like a base recipe that I've used at some point in my life, and then I kind of just go off of that as I continue to adapt the cooking to my tastes or, you know, my family's taste, my wife's taste. So with this, once all the vegetables were cooked, I threw in the noodles. And once the noodles were in, that's when I really started, you know, messing with the flavors. So I was using soy sauce. I used the Kikkoman low sodium soy sauce. I used some mirin. I used sesame oil. I didn't add any salt. I did add some fresh ground black pepper. And I'm trying to think. Oh, and a yuzu ponzu as well. Mostly because I love yuzu. My wife loves yuzu. And I just was wondering if it would taste good with everything I added. And honestly, I don't even know if you would be able to. I don't even know if you'd be able to taste it, whether the ponzu is in there or not, depending on how much you put. And I'm not measuring any of this. This is all eyeball. This is all taste tested and adding more as I go. A big thing I like to do is how does it smell while it's cooking? And that's usually when I'll know if there's enough seasoning. If I can't smell it, I probably haven't added enough. A lot of the times is how I like to look at it. But, you know, that's me. And once I've added all those ingredients, stir fried it up, make sure it's all incorporated, I add the meat last. And I was just using like some frozen pork that we got from an Asian market. And I just let that in and keep mixing it until it's good and everything's fully cooked. In this case, I really have to make sure the meat is fully cooked because my wife is pregnant. And, you know, everything needs to be fully cooked. For safety reasons. Anyways, yeah. That's pretty much it for this recipe. It's pretty simple to make. You can get a bunch of pre-washed, pre-cut veggies to make this work. Udon is pretty easily accessible. Still dealing with my OCS. But yeah. It's good. My wife likes it.